Good evening, everybody. This is Travis with Contractor Connection, and I'm excited to be here again for episode 22. We're going to go over some macroeconomics, some new information that's come across in the past week. We're going to talk about the changes that are happening this Sunday in the various groups across Texas. And then we're also going to give a little more information on some of the events that we have coming up. But as always, or at least recently, give me about 45 seconds so I can go ahead and share this across the other groups, and then we'll get this rolling. This is one. All right. That took a little bit longer than expected, and I apologize. But rolling right into it, we'll start off with the numbers for the week. Mortgage applications continue to rise just a little bit week by week. Considering we're coming off a Labor Day week, that's an excellent deal. And we will have, I think, pretty strong applications coming in as it goes through. And that should help slowly pick up things, even though we're non-seasonal right now. There's still, I think, a pricing issue as much as anything else too. But I do think, we had the mortgage applications up a little bit. The CPI number was a little bit high. I think we're still going to just see a quarter point happen in September. And then the big focus will be on what Jay Powell and the Fed says when the time comes. I believe that's next week, probably Wednesday or Thursday is when they usually do that. And so looking forward to that. Looking forward to interest rates continuing to drop down just a little bit. And excited about hopefully the real estate market picking back up and hopefully construction in turn picking back up. We have housing just in general has been in a pretty brutal state. Rents have come down. Housing prices continue to come down. The number of houses in Austin that are under 500,000 is about to reach 1,000, which is the biggest number I've seen since I started tracking it. The number in Pflugerville is the biggest number I've seen since I started tracking it. And we're getting close to the point where I think we're still pretty close at it to where interest rates and low pricing are intersecting with each other. If you're selling a house right now and been looking at, after speaking to my new broker, Isaiah Tibbs, at our last coffee talk, he had a good talk about absorption rate and things of that nature. And we're looking at, like, just in my neighborhood alone, probably a 4 to 5 month absorption rate. And so that's a lot of inventory to still move. But we'll check that out. And hopefully pretty soon it does start to get moving. Hopefully jobs don't get too bad. Maybe even tech starts hiring again, which would be really beneficial for this area. and we can start seeing some things, because I'm talking to people across the board, whether it's in Austin, Dallas, or Houston outside of the hurricane stuff. And it's slowed down a little bit. So one of the most important things that we're doing right now is trying to do some more branding and marketing. We brought on Emma, which y'all have all met. And then starting next Friday, next Saturday, she will be going out with either me, Yaritza, or both of us. And we'll be going out to different job places. We're going to get to schedule all the people who want us to go by there. You'll get to keep the content, but we'll also post it across all our platforms. Yaritza and Emma are working hard on boosting our TikTok presence. Instagram is getting boosted pretty quickly. We're getting some good traction on there. And if you have content that you would like us to post and you're a verified member, please share that with us. You can send it to info@contractorconnectionatx.com, or you can send that over to Travis at contractorconnectionatx.com, or you can send it to us via Facebook Messenger, and we'll receive that. And we would love to get content from y'all and share it. If you look at our Instagram page, it's incredibly manicured. Lily keeps it that way. And the TikTok page with Yaritza starting to run that is going to really take off. It's hard for me to describe how excited I am about that. So that's some of the kind of cross-marketing things that we have going on. Still trying to work out different kind of connections with the city of Austin, the city of Houston, the city of Dallas, much like we have up in Amarillo, where the city is now exclusively bidding with verified members. And we also want to have more connections with the local colleges in each one of these towns as well. And that goes for not just the big cities, but smaller cities. Obviously, Waco has a huge university. Victoria has Victoria College, which isn't that big, but like Lubbock has Tech, Waco has Baylor. So there's places where there's partnerships available, because we know there's going to be a labor shortage of people who are licensed electricians, plumbers, and HVAC guys. We already see that now. And so hopefully we can get that going and make those connections. We'll be working on that as one of the things over the next 3 months. It's kind of an end of the year project that we've been focusing on. And so that kind of goes over that. We do have the education part getting lined up. We're going to start having an integrated schedule where everybody can go access that. We're going to link it onto the website, the Facebook group, and whatnot. And we'll integrate the schedule in there with y'all, so you can see A, where we're going to go be shooting, B, the events that we have coming up, whether it's the happy hours or the big events like the barbecue cook-offs and the tacos and tequilas. And that way it's on everybody's calendar. I hope everybody's gotten, if you're in the Austin area, I hope everybody's gotten the barbecue invite. The tickets are on sale now, $20, all you can eat barbecue and a bunch of other cool stuff. It's going to be a fantastic event. We're starting to have a lot of vendors line up. We're starting to have some contestants roll in. We're getting some really good sponsors. And so this is going to be by far our biggest event. We're partnering again with the legendary Jesse Island on this. And he is going to help us make this the best barbecue cook-off that we can possibly make it. And if nothing else, we'll have a lot of fun. So really looking forward to it. We have a lot of positive momentum. We're still 2 months out from it. And we already have pretty much everything lined up. We have a couple more meetings to have with the owner of Oak Hill Social, which is where it's going to be at. And then we have just a couple of general more social media shoots. I don't know if y'all saw the one that Emma and Yaritza put out when they were there for brunch on Sunday. But it's really good. And it kind of talks about what we'll be doing. So we'll have that going on. Still planning on the tacos and tequila in Houston for November 16th. That's going to be huge. And then we want to do something like that in Dallas probably January or February, depending on how far the Cowboys go in the playoffs. Hopefully really far, and hopefully in February. And if you're a Cowboys hater, I'm sorry. They're winning the Super Bowl this year. You heard it here first. I wish I believed that. So we have that going on. And so we have these events going on. And then we have our kickoff in Houston and in Dallas of the new rules that are coming into effect, where verified members, they apply through the website. They'll get verified by Lily or anybody else who's in the back office. We check the insurance, we check reviews, we check they can do business in the state of Texas. And if they need a license, we check that as well. And then we will send you out, let you know that you get approved. And we're hoping to build out a really good vendor list that we can link in Dallas and in Houston like we have in Austin. If you're in Austin, you've probably seen me in Hutto Neighbors, Pflugerville Peeps, people of Round Rock, linking Contractor Connection constantly. And that our goal is to do that in Dallas and Houston as well. Lily is now in the Houston area, so that's something that she's going to be doing pretty aggressively. And we'll find somebody in the Austin area or in the Dallas-Fort Worth area as well that can do something similar for us. So really excited about the marketing stuff we have. We're really excited about the meetups we have coming. We're really excited about just helping people get through what is a slower time for a lot of people and get to the other side of this. And get to a more prosperous cycle. So really excited about where the future is headed. But obviously, like I said, I've talked to a lot of people. And for a lot of folks, especially in Austin, it's slower than most of them have ever seen. We just had such a long and huge run up that we're having regression to the mean. And that all sounds like a fun mathematical term, but the reality of the situation is it means that most people have less money right now. Most people are doing less work right now. And so anything we can do to make connections to fix that or help further that along, anything we can do to bring in more people who are into the groups that are offering work, either through the websites or through the groups, that's what we're trying to do right now. That's why you see me out there every day linking stuff. And for all of our verified members, because that's how we're going to be able to change the construction scene. Let's see here. Demi Monk. Monk Residential. We paid $15 and hadn't seen it added yet. Gosh. Wow. Sorry, I didn't see your comments right away. I would have to go and look and see where you applied. If you've only paid the $15, I would have to see if you've been approved. And then you would have to pay your subscription in order to become a member. There's nothing scam about it. We've been doing this for over a year. And there's a ton of companies that have made a ton of money off of it. In fact, that's why most of them stick around. So it's pretty much the best ROI you'll get, but I'll be happy to look into this after the podcast. Anyway, so went over our macro. We talked about with what's going to happen with bringing on Emma. With our TikTok and Instagram, we're really going to try and expand that. We're starting to put more and more money into marketing, a lot more. And we're also bringing in some more exclusive sponsors. So, for instance, if you've seen Mark Rabb's video, he is amazing at getting traffic to your company and to your Google business profile. If you have seen Trust Payments video, the reel that we just put out with them, it's 0 fee payment acceptance, which if you're on these other platforms, you can understand how important that is. And then we also have Letty Johnson, who is our insurance rep in Austin. If you're a business that's looking to get verified, if you are looking for insurance, and it's not just business insurance, if you car insurance, home insurance, whatnot, Letty Johnson is the way to go. And we're excited to work with all these people. All these people we spoke with multiple times. There's going to be another one joining pretty soon, another exclusive sponsor dealing in more auto type stuff. And then he'll have some deals specific to Contractor Connection. Just like tomorrow, we're going to post a deal for Mark Rabb that is a deal specific to Contractor Connection. It's actually a really good deal. So we'll post that tomorrow. We're going to tag everybody and get some attention on that. And then with these exclusive sponsors, what they're allowing us to do is they're allowing us to create partnerships that members can utilize and use and make more money with those, or save more or spend less money on things with those. We still very much would love to find some exclusive sponsors that are supply houses, whether it's lumber, electrical, HVAC, or plumbing. Anybody can help make that connection. Would love to have that happen, because we would love to be able to set up our network to be able to say, hey, we have all these verified members. We have this huge group, this huge network. We'd like to partner with you. We want to be able to get a good deal for our verified members out of that. So that's something that we're actively working on a daily basis right now. Even involves a little bit of pounding the pavement. So excited to get through those things, and we'll get these lined up, and we're going to start seeing a continued just outward growth. We're well past 100,000 members statewide now. And like I said, Dallas and Houston, September 15th, it's getting switched over. Lily's working on the Dallas website right now. We'll probably do a soft launch of that tomorrow. She might kill me if I say that. So maybe Friday. I'm not really sure, but hope to soft launch it at least a couple days before so people can get signed up and we can get to work on that as well. And just really excited because we've had some very positive and a lot of energy in the Dallas group, a lot of jobs being posted. I shouldn't say just Dallas, this is Dallas Fort Worth. But just there's a lot of work being posted in there. And so we want to make sure that we're able to bring the same kind of culture that Austin's fostered, where you have all these companies being hired and almost no complaints. We're at like a 99.8%, satisfaction rate. So it's really tough to beat that. And that's why we continue to have people search out our groups and come to our groups looking for the good contractors. There's people who message me specifically and are like, can you tell me who I should pick for this? And I'll just send them over the link of whoever we have on that. And even in Austin, and Houston's the same, we have a couple categories where there might be only one person. Then it's not even a link. Then I'm just referring them that name. And that makes it even better for that person. But if you see a category that you think applies to you and it's not there and you would like us to add it, we're always interested in adding other categories. And if you see a category that doesn't have anybody or maybe has one other category, I promise you that is a money category right there, because we get asked for all sorts of stuff constantly. Things like epoxy. I think we have one or two people for epoxy, but we see a lot of stuff for epoxy. See a lot of stuff for foundation repair, and I'm fairly certain that we might have one company for foundation repair, if that. So and these are things that I want to link out, not just within the community groups. As some of y'all may know, I'm also a licensed real estate agent. So I'm in a lot of the real estate agent forums. And when agents are looking for, hey, I need a licensed person or a trusted insured person that could go take a look at this, we've got the list. We've got this great group of people that I can vouch for to other real estate agents comfortably and say, if you go to Contractor Connection, you go and you hit this link, you will find licensed and insured plumbers. You will find insured, handyman, for instance, because Lord knows if you're not trying to get a listing fixed up and you got kind of like a list of like 12 random things, just a perfect handyman scenario. You post on Facebook for a handyman and you're going to get everybody from people who lay sod to people who are carpenters and everything in between. And so it's beneficial to be able to say, okay, this person's insured. You reach out to 3 or 4 of them, see what their specialty is, and it helps people hire that. And that's what a lot of the marketing that we'll be doing with Emma, and as we're going to be doing some with the companies, but some of the other marketing we'll be doing with her will be videos that are not going out to and geared towards the contractors, but it'll be geared towards the real estate agents. They're going to be geared towards the potential customers and clients, letting them know, hey, if you hire from this group, the risk of something stupid happening is substantially less. Substantially less. We can't promise or guarantee that nothing bad will happen for a variety of reasons. But the risk of anything bad happening goes from like here to like right about there. I think that keeps it on camera. And that's really the main thing that we're trying to do. It's the two pillars of what we do. It's verification, vendor verification, and it's marketing and branding. So we want to make sure that the people we market and brand are vendor verified. And we're really proud of what we've been able to accomplish so far. What's up, Chris? And so kind of excited about, just a lot of these things that we have happening, just a lot of these education possibilities that we have connecting, the possibility of having cities and HOAs start to exclusively use our list of contractors is all things that we're trying to work for. We're trying to, like I said, consistently trying to bring in as many different sources of business now to help as many people. And this goes for all the cities that we're involved in heavily. Basically, if there's over 1,000, nice. Basically, if it's over 1,000, and we're getting involved on a community level with those, because this is a good way to just make a difference and also help a lot of people and help a lot of small businesses. These are all, the vast majority of these are small local businesses. I hate to use the word small because it kind of seems diminutive, because these businesses are people's life work. But these are local companies owned by local people, and they're doing it the right way. And we want to do everything we can to help them out and guide that business their way, and kind of away from the chucks and trucks that we hear all the horror stories from. So that's kind of, as y'all know, our mission statement, our goal. It's what we've been accomplishing. And I think so far we've done a pretty good job of it. I'll go ahead and wrap it up just by saying we are on the up we get through this holiday season, and I think construction and real estate are going to start coming back into a better place. So we just got to grind and survive until then. And I know in the construction industry and real estate, it's full of a bunch of people who do nothing but grind and survive. So we're all going to make it. We're going to be fine. We're going to kick some ass, and we're going to come out on the other side shining and making some money. And I'm pretty excited about the prospect for all of us on that. We'll have some guests next week. I haven't confirmed with them just yet, but hoping to have at least 2 guests next week, so you don't have to just listen to me blab on. But for those who did tonight, thank you so much. Like I said, Demi, I'll get to your application and check out what's going on. And Chris, always thanks for the shout out. And yeah, thanks for helping me get that roof approved. I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a great rest of the week.